Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another Let's Play of Civilization 4. And this is not the Rise of Mankind mod playthrough that I've been waiting to restart. In fact, they are still in beta development, still working some kinks out. But this is a different mod called Caveman to Cosmos, which is very similar. In fact, has many of the same elements and submods and things like that, but goes even further back. I don't know if you can see the year counter up here in the top right corner. We are at 12,000 BC. I've set things up to be a standard map size on normal speed, but I believe this mod plays much better on a slower speed. But the reason I'm not playing on a slower speed is simply so that this Let's Play will eventually end, and instead of going on forever and ever, because it can take so long. So I've played a tiny little bit just so that I'm not completely blind to what the mod is. So I know a few of the basic elements, but a lot of it is still pretty confusing and should be quite interesting. So we are starting off with a hunter who's actually a strength 3 unit and gets a huge 225% bonus against wild animals, which is amazing. And we start with a band of Homo sapiens sapiens right here, which is, yeah, that's our initial settler. Very far back in the past. Now, looking around the map here, I did take a little while to glance around, and I feel that this starting location is actually pretty weak, and we will want to move closer to the resources. So I think what I'm going to do first is move my hunter right up on this hill, just get a glance at what things are to our left here. Well, so we've got the lemons and the sheep. An inland lake, which is always very nice. That freshwater bonus is fantastic. We actually have floodplains here, which is interesting. I feel that a little bit of hill for mining, a mountain eventually. I feel that settling right on this hill would be very good. We get a production bonus. We get to take advantage of the sheep very early on. I like that. It will cost us a couple of turns to get there, which if we were playing on a slower game pace would actually be less of a problem. The fact that we're playing on normal means that's quite an expensive move. But it will cost us 2 turns. Maybe I should just move here. I won't get the production bonus, but then it'll only cost 1 turn. Or what? Move down 1 turn, 1 square here, and then eventually get the cows and the apples. Even here, technically, the lemons aren't in our fat cross. This is potentially actually a really weak start. I'm playing on Monarch as well, which is the hardest difficulty I normally play on in regular Civ, so the fact that I'm playing on this difficulty in a game I don't really know is going to be... we'll probably lose. But hey, that'll be fun. Alright, I'm going to move up to this hill. This... oh, so costly. If I were on a harder difficulty, maybe I should have just regenerated the map, actually. Druidic traditions has been founded in distant land, as has shamanism. Oh wow, we got some fish, sugar over here. Nice. No, let's not mess with the civics quite yet. Alright, we're gonna settle Thebes right here, and we've got a lot of different stuff that we could build. Tattoo hut gives us happiness, but unhealthiness. It also gives us culture. Now, one of the interesting things about the default civics is that your capital, has 0 unhappiness. It can grow as big as you want, it'll never become unhappy. So happiness buildings make no sense to build in your capital at first, not until you change some of the civics around. So one of the ideas I'm having is, I don't think I'm going to expand for quite some time. I'm going to try to grow Thebes pretty aggressively and have it be quite big. And if I expand, my other cities are actually going to be incredibly unhappy because of my civics. And also there's going to be a lot of revolution, so we're going to see what we can do there. So then the question is, what do we build first? Now, can't build another hunter. We need a master hunter? What's a master hunter? I'm going to have to look that up. Don't need a workboat. We've got a gatherer, which is a basic prehistoric worker to improve terrain. The difference is that most of the improvements he can make actually burns him out. Now, he does build very quickly, but, yeah, I don't know. I'd actually like to build more hunting. I suppose I could build a scout. An animal snare, increase our food. That's really good. It expires with livestock domestication, though, which I don't think takes very long to get to. Let me change to the other view just so I can see the turns. Some of these are nice, like a clay pit, just a very basic structure to build in your city. It never expires, it builds very quickly, and just gives you production. There's a lot of these little things that just give you, this is interesting, health, cost you food. The grass hut, it's like some sort of shelter, but it gives you some health, some production, some gold. Hunting instruction gives you free upgrades for units, which is very nice, but will expire pretty early. I think if you're playing on a slower speed, these things would be very, very valuable. The knowledge inheritance is really nice. It does go obsolete with writing, but I don't know if we're going to go and get writing for quite some time, actually. Lumber camp, only 3 turns, and gives us a hammer and wood. Root tubers, some free food, very fast to build. Obsolete with agriculture. We're going to take a look at the same thing with wild herbs, wild mushrooms. We're going to take a look at the tech tree very shortly. I don't know why it's recommended the tattoo hut. Makes no sense. The tribe we can build to create a new city, so that's our settler at this point, but I'm not going to prioritize him much. I think the clay pit, or actually the lumber camp makes a lot more sense. Very, very, very quick to build. +1 production, which will help us build more. That's great. So let's take a look at the tech tree. It actually starts us off with a lot of techs already researched, and I'm wondering if, depending on what civilization you choose, you might have a slightly different set. Like, we go like all the way to here. Everything green has already been researched, but like, look at the variety of things. Like stone tools, reveals different things, enables little buildings. I'm not on an advanced start either, so it's quite curious to me that we'd start so far back. I wonder if things would be different, maybe if I'd chosen different custom game settings, maybe on a slower speed, I don't know. So we start up here. Now, when I last tried to do the Rise of Mankind Let's Play, one of the things I was disappointed about, we played as Egypt, I am playing as Egypt again, as such episode. I didn't get Kemetism because I didn't know what it is, and now I've discovered, after the fact, that Kemetism is the Egyptian religion. So it's over here on stargazing. So I was kind of thinking we might beeline directly to Kemetism, pick that up, and then if we get access to stone or the right materials, we might also try to spam out some of the appropriate world wonders. I'm not going to stress about the world wonders though, but I would like to found Kemetism because it makes oh so much sense. So if we do that, we end up with livestock domestication. So we don't want, that's the first thing we're going to have to research. I mean, it's pretty much the first tech unless we were like really going out of our way to avoid it. So we don't want anything that's going to be obsoleted by that. We'll pick up mysticism, slavery, megalith construction, which is big rock structures like Stonehenge and Moai statues. Sedentary lifestyle, and actually, this is something I discovered doing the last time. Sedentary lifestyle, the first person to discover it actually gets a free technology. So I'm going to see if we can't rush to it. Okay. We actually can't. The order doesn't change because it has huge amounts of prerequisites. Megalith, livestock, chiefdom. Does it need mysticism? Megalith? Oh, but no, the megalith does. So yeah, that's as fast as we can get it. So we're going to see if we can get that first, get the free tech, which would be very, very nice. And it's on our way, and then continue on to stargazing. We will get agriculture fairly soon. So I don't think we're going to build any of the things that are obsoleted by that. It's not that quick to get it, actually. But quick enough, I don't know. There'll probably be plenty of other buildings to build, so I won't worry about that. Now, what else are we going to do? Well, we're probably going to enable slavery, because what the hell, right? Also, slavery does make people unhappy, but as long as we've only got our capital, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have a huge population in our capital with lots of slaves. And then at some point after that, we may pick up some things that we feel that we need because of resources. And finally, things that will unlock more civics that will make it more friendly to expand, which will include certain religious civics as well as bronze working unlocks despotism, which will actually be an improvement over our current chiefdom or tribalism or whatever the heck we have. And then eventually it'd actually be nice to get monarchy, but that's some time away. Well, there's city planning. I was looking for it before for a variety of reasons. It obsoletes a lot of stuff. Alright, exit out here, livestock domestication, awesome, which makes perfect sense as well, so that we can get a pasture up on our sheep, which is something that we can build with a gatherer without actually expiring him. So we may build a gatherer actually right after the lumber camp. That would probably make sense. You, hunter, we can automatically city defend, automatically hunt. automated border patrol, set him on explore. We can also manually move him around. Which actually I will do right now to pick up this little hut. Which gives us 19 gold, which is not really worthwhile, but what can you do? Okay, good. Now what? A dance hut says happiness, which you don't need. Culture is actually nice, because it will help improve our borders, but we're already creative, and of course this is also our capital, so it's going to get a pretty good bonus. We're getting 3.6 culture per turn. It'll push out quickly-ish. Gather is only 4 turns, so we won't need it quite yet. Although, 1 turn to move. I guess we could kill it, but no, you know what? I'm going to put out Fire Pit. Actually, will live for quite some time. I think the Clay Pit for the production first. Stuff for food would be good. The fish traps does give us a little bit of food. It's obsolete with aquaculture, but I think that's quite some ways away. But it'll only give us 1 food because we don't have any crabfish or shrimp. I'm thinking Clay Pit, and then I'll build a gather after that. And you... Maybe, you know, let's see what Auto Hunt does. I don't know if he continues to explore. Oh, he does explore. So it's a combination of exploration, but I think if he sees a wild animal, he will attack it, and he gets a big bonus to attacking wild animals. And in Caveman to Cosmos, ooh, there we go. What is that, a gorilla? Can't actually mouse over him. Gorilla, yeah. You'll see when I kill him, which should be more or less automatic because there are huge bonuses. Oh, he dodged us. What? Was it not significant enough? No, it should work. Let me cancel that. Oh, he's going to attack us. That's fine. For killing it, it should send food. No, maybe because we didn't attack it. Stupid thing. It should send food and maybe even production to Thebes. There's a really interesting mechanic for that. Okay, I'm going to get a gather up now because we're going to want the sheepies. Alright, I'll move them manually for a little bit longer. Oh. Oh, there we go. From killing gorilla, 2 food and 1 hammer has been delivered to Thebes. Perfect. Good. Which is a mechanic I like. You can really run like an actual hunting society for quite some time if you so choose. Let's prioritize that goody hut. Keep going. Gather should finish at the same time as livestock. And a little bit more gold.
Blessed shall be the fruit of thy cattle, the
excellent.
of thy kind, and the flocks
Reveals
of thy
horses and camels. Don't see either. Now, what are we going to build next? I'm actually tempted to build another... oh, Stone Spearman gets 100% versus wild animals. I think I might do that and put him on Auto Hunt as well, just to keep exploring and grabbing that stuff. Basket Weaver, a little bit of gold, obsoletes with guilds, which I think is later on. Oh, Carpenter's Workshop, 10% bonus to building production. That seems pretty handy early on. I like the cave painting for extra culture, but it goes obsolete for mysticism, which is what we're researching right now. Chief's Hut, happiness, culture, espionage, no. Crafts Hut, it's a dog breeder. There's so many buildings right off the bat, it just blows me away. Nut cracking stone. And our production is actually going up quite a bit. Like, these buildings are so cheap, you can tell, because of the low cost. I'm going to go Carpenter's Workshop. It seems like a pretty good long-term investment. Move him down to the sheep. But unlike a worker, he only gets 1 square. Okay, I'm going to automate you again. I do have the personalized map option on, which is why you see all these mountains and lakes being named, which I think is awesome. Pasture that guy up. Got a saltwater crocodile.
A god from the machine.
Obsidian weapons. Ooh, how exciting. Wait. What? Oh, the villagers gave us this. Which unlocks tomahawk throwers, which are actually quite beefy. Nice. Okay, I can't complain about that. Yeah, could use some extra scouts, though, and make a path to connect the sheep up. Hunters destroyed a cheetah. Nice. Yeah, the Stone Spearman, just for the wild animal bonus. Now, this guy, like I said, so the pasture is fine, but any of the primitive things. So, for example, I haven't unlocked farms, because I don't have agriculture yet. I haven't unlocked mining, because I don't have mining yet. But I can still build a primitive version of that. It will use up the gatherer. But later on, when I actually discover mining properly, that will auto-upgrade to a mine. I suppose I could build a farm because I will be getting agriculture very, very soon, so that'll be a pretty good upgrade. I think I'll build it over here so he'll still get... Or here for the extra growth. I guess here for the extra growth. So I will gather grains, which will consume the unit. On this thing, I haven't actually played with this yet, but this is like an island. Some unknown island. I'm thinking they're like goodie huts for ships. I haven't actually truly seen them yet. Apparently this guy got a promotion. Do I give him the bonus to hunting? I don't think so. He's already pretty OP when it comes to hunting. My second favorite thing for scouts tends to be to give them the woodman upgrade, because there tends to be a lot of forest early on. Plus, if you can get them a second level of this, then they can move through the woods at half movement cost. So I like that. So I'm going to go that way. Put him back on hunt. Oh, okay. Sometimes when you kill an animal unit, you still get credit for killing them. You get XP. You also get food sent back. But sometimes you don't kill them all the way, and you get a subdued version of the animal left behind, which starts off injured, but then is just a unit of yours. Now, the cheetahs are only strength 1, so they're not terribly good, but I'm going to heal them up, and then I can send him off to explore as well. So, I don't know why he went all the way over here, but there's not even a landmass to our east there. Shaman's Hut, happiness, health, food, gold, and culture. That's pretty strong, actually. Although, you know what? I should get the research bonus building. Knowledge inheritance. Only takes 2 turns now. I can't believe my production is just like flying through the roof. Plus, I got a lot of spillover, maybe? No, I don't actually. Do I? Yeah, overflow of 2. But the base production is growing considerably. It's outpacing the cost of the buildings considerably. Alright, auto hunt. We'll want some defenders here soon, too.
Nature herself has imprinted on the minds of all the idea of God.
Have we revealed any hemp or incense nearby? No, not yet. Okay, let's see the big picture here. Actually, I'm not going to want to switch yet because slavery is next, and I definitely want slavery. But we could switch from folklore. Folklore has no state religion. Prophets would enable it. Divine cult would also enable it. Now, it doesn't do much without a state religion, but you can't actually pick a state religion until you switch over. Oh, I forgot that the education is currently on ignorance. We want oral tradition. Maybe I just unlocked that. I don't know. And it improves the construction rate of knowledge inheritance. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until I get slavery and do a huge civic swap. Wow, that is really long. I can't read the actual traits of my civilization. It's too big. Maybe in the Civilopedia, actually. What do we got? Traits. So we are spiritual and creative. Spiritual gives us a maximum of 2 turns of anarchy. Okay, because it's different in this game. Normally you get, like, no turns of anarchy, or reduced turns of anarchy. Apparently this time it's a max. So you are encouraged to switch as much as possible, I suppose. Revolution bonus from state religion. Okay, much faster production of everything that's religious. That's good to know. More happiness from that too, okay. And we are also creative. Bonus culture, double production speed of library and museum, some most creative buildings. Okay. You get happiness from libraries too, that's kind of cool. So, I don't remember what I was thinking. Oh yeah, slavery, yeah. We'll definitely do that. Knowledge inheritance will come in quickly, hopefully shave a turn off. I think it did. Now what will we do? Could whip out another gatherer. Improve that tile. Might be worthwhile. I don't know when we're going to get our workers. Maybe at... I think we get at a sedentary lifestyle, actually. Canoe builder's hut. Get out some seafaring vessels. Actually, that's not a terrible idea. Do some sea scouting. Elder Council. Oh, more science. Yeah, I want that. Again, obsolete with riding, but I think that's worthwhile. We're probably going to just dodge riding for a while. We're going to use our hieroglyphics. We'll be happy with that. Some deer. Nom 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 nom. Get some venison meat for back home. Awesome. We actually subdued the deer. It's a strength 3 unit? Like, the deer could kick the cheetah's ass. How does that work? Alright, whatever. I'm not going to complain too much, I suppose. Yeah, lots of food and hammer going back to Thebes. Really nice. Going to help it grow a lot faster. Good, that's finished. It wants us to do the Inkanda. It keeps coming up. This is a world wonder, which gives us a lot of extra XP on our military units. That does sound very good, but I'm not sure how much I want to prioritize it. I mean, it's been a few turns since it's been offered, actually, so for all I know, other people have already started it, and we're going to get beaten to it. Hunting camp. Food, gold. Goes obsolete with globalization, which probably will take a long time to get there. I like that. More growth in our capital, which can be infinitely grown. Oh, you are being threatened by a saltwater crocodile, which is strength 3, which we have... Oh, we can't even attack, actually. Presumably, it can actually leave the water. That's bad, so I'm going to go into the forest. What the hell is it? It's just hanging around, okay. Then you do nothing, just heal up a turn. Oh, we destroyed a bison. Slavery! And I love this quote, I think it's fantastic. Good. Alright, yes, let's see the big picture. We're going to make a huge, huge change. We're going to go from a barter economy, which has not a whole lot going on for us, actually, to a slavery economy. Gives us unlimited slaves in our cities, which is going to really be good as our population grows. A little unhealthiness. Faster workers, that's good. More rebelliousness, but we only have one city, so it doesn't matter. A little unhappiness, doesn't matter. Actually, decreased inflation, which is kind of cool. Production and gold boost everywhere, which is nice. Farms are more effective than they were before. Mines are... Oh, everything's much better. And worker units are trained much faster, which is nice. We'll spam out a few workers soon. And we can sacrifice production. We also can build a slave market, which we'll probably do. We'll also switch over to Divine Cult, which makes no sense quite yet since we don't have a religion, but it'll come in handy soon enough. And Oral Tradition, which actually is what brings us up to the 2-turn revolution, but it's pretty key. Ignorance gives us nothing. This just gives us a bonus research everywhere, so it seems worthwhile doing. Although, now that I think about it, it's not actually going to do a lot for us, and maybe it's not worth losing an extra turn. You know what? I will leave it off for now. By the time it makes a difference, we'll have other traits to flip over, and then we'll do it then. Alright, you go into hunt mode. You'll probably die, but give it a try anyway. So, okay, so we need to explore... Actually, that's more ocean down here. If this ends up being cut off... Well, there's lots of room. Although I haven't met anyone yet. I'm seriously considering the fact that we may be all by ourselves, which is definitely going to lead to a rapid expansion phase. As soon as I've got the civics to support it without having a revolution, I will try to fill up the island as quickly as possible. I got some unhealthiness issues there, which is no good. You got another promotion? No, this is your first promotion. I could give him the animal bonus because he doesn't have as big of one. It gives him a tiny bit of one. Yeah, you know what? We'll go for the animal bonus for you. And you can heal a turn, and then you're going to go right back into mega hunting mode. Hunting camp completes. Bandits hideout. Like, this is not going to help us. We don't need espionage right now. We have no one to espionage against. Butchery. That's a little bit more food, which is actually kind of nice. Do we have, like, a healer's hut yet? Yeah, right here. Yeah, because we could use some healing. And we're going to grow more unhealthy. This would unlock the ability to build a healer, too, which is kind of interesting. Hunter's camp is good, too. Let's do it. You go and hunt. Ah, Ikanda has been built. Good thing we didn't start. Can I emphasize beakers? Will it make a difference at all? No, didn't think so. We've got the ability to put slaves down, but we haven't yet, just because the tiles that we can work are actually more worthwhile, I suspect.
And on the pedestal, these words appear.
Nice.
My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. I
don't think we're going to build Stonehenge. We'll want the statues at some point in some appropriate city. It could actually get built in our capital, frankly, because we have a lot of water tiles, and it's going to be a large population. So it'll actually take advantage of it pretty good. Usually I like to build the statues in a city that would be useless otherwise. Like, we could build a city right here, and then use the trade caravans to rush build the statues and make this place useful. And that's probably what I'll do, but it's definitely worth considering for the capital, since it's such an important place. Oh, we got our ass kicked to sedentary lifestyle. 3 turns. I'm so disappointed. So someone else got it. We are playing on Monarch, which actually means that people will get a huge bonus to research, and we don't actually have anything here that really gives us a lot of extra trade. Boneworker's Hut. Obsolete with guilds. Gives us bone and production and gold. We're actually kind of doing really well in gold. We've got a net increase. Only takes 1 turn, and I kind of like anything that's just 1 turn. A lot. What else could we build? Storage pit. It's a tumulus. Meh. Wooden hut. Yeah, meh. Well, that's fine, I guess, but woodcarver's hut. Required to build totem pole, mask carver's hut. Kind of interesting. It'll probably be obsolete pretty quickly, though. The other stuff, I mean. Sure. Like a little extra money to be put into the bank, a little extra production. Only takes 1 turn. We'll probably do another one. I'm pretty sure. Oops. Damn it. Did I cancel that? Stonehenge has already been built. Okay. Where the hell am I? Okay, there I am. And we want stargazing here. Sedentary lifestyle. Gives us lumberjack. Jungle camp. Settler worker. Yeah, okay. So that's gonna be good. Hunter's camp. Globalization. That won't be a while. A little extra food, a little extra gold, the hides. Let's do it. And then we can build a worker next turn. I should probably get out a couple of quick workers, even though we may not need them yet until we expand. Hey, some hyenas. Nice.
Multitude of rulers is not a good thing. Let there be 1 ruler, 1 king.
Excellent. Settler right now, maybe. I'm feeling like we need better